Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. And now we'll talk about how they can actually be deployed, because there's quite a few different ways they can be deployed, and each one has their own use cases and really pros and cons to it. The website widget is one of the most common. So that is a floating widget on your landing page or your website that can be opened by the user if they choose to open the chat. It comes with a little call out message that kind of attracts their attention to what they would use that widget for. Additionally, when they interact on your website, clicking buttons, links, images, whatever it may be, can actually link to that chatbot and open that widget up too, and from a curated position in the conversation. So if they're interested in a specific, say you have 3 programs available on a page, and they click learn more on the top one, the chatbot can open and start talking to them about that program specifically to answer their questions, and it gives that much higher level of personalization. It definitely beats out taking somebody to a new page. That is a break-in experience. We've accepted it. I don't know why we've accepted it, but we've accepted it for decades with the internet. And nobody's really said, hey, why are we taking people off page? Why are we taking them to a new page, breaking the experience, creating a load time, when we could be engaging them right then and there, where their, again, intent is highest. So that is really a superpower of the website widget, is being able to engage through that website and interact with those folks, very relevant right in the moment that they are interested in it.
And really quick,
just like
another point to note is that if your website structure does have multiple pages for multiple different programs, another aspect of these website widgets that makes them powerful is that you can have, since they're injected at the page level, you can have a different website widget for each program that you have. So you can have a customized chat flow for each of the different pages that you have that you might be running ads on.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely, as you get more granular with that personalization, you're just going to see your conversions jump up, giving that great experience, very personalized, very relevant. The next deployment is conversational landing pages. So this is kind of an interesting use case. TARS is actually the first one to do this. So TARS was the leader in the industry with conversational landing pages. Above all else, we were the ones that came up with that idea. And what it is instead of having a landing page or a website, instead all you have is the chatbot. Center of the page. If they're on desktop, they have a page background and that chatbot centered. It's the same experience whether you're on mobile to desktop, and it just engages the user through conversation. So what this looks like compared to a traditional landing page is, the key to it is it's always asking for interaction from the user, versus a landing page can be passively scanned and you can read through it and scroll without doing anything. But with a chatbot, you're going to be engaging with it from the very start to the very end. What that means is, well, just like that, they're engaged, right? That Facebook Messenger can wait because they're actually actively doing something on your page and being responded to and being part of that experience. So they're great for post-click experiences, whether that's through your ads, whether that's through an email, whatever channel that you're trying to get somebody to take action afterwards, you can give them hyper-personalized, extremely relevant, and extremely focused experiences through conversational landing pages.
Yeah, and I think that like a good way to think about it is you're cutting out the middleman, because right now what's happening is someone's clicking on your ad, they're landing on a page for one of your programs. They skim through the page and then they fill out a form so that what can happen after that form, so that you can engage them in a conversation, whether that's your admissions counselor talking to them, whether that's you sending them emails in some way, shape or form. After they go through the process of landing on your page, skimming through it, or even if they click on the chatbot widget, they're landing on your pages, they're skimming through it, and they're filling out their details so you can have a conversation with them. What we're saying with conversational landing pages is cut out that middleman. Just go straight from the ad into the conversation. And it works for a lot of use cases, a lot of different programs. We've seen it's able to increase that top level conversion rate for people through their ad campaigns.
Yeah, and then and Arnav is probably going to talk a little bit more about this because he has done a lot of work in the WhatsApp space. But we also have a direct to WhatsApp integration. So you can actually build out your chatbots through our builder. It's a workflow builder. It's like building flowcharts, super easy to do. If you can write an email, you can build a chatbot on our platform. And our WhatsApp integration then connects it to a WhatsApp business number so that, and this is really key if you have international students or you are an international university or out in some other country other than the United States. The United States WhatsApp usage is a little low, but once you leave the United States, WhatsApp is massive. It's the number one messaging app. So if you're looking to target international students or you're outside of the United States and you're in pretty much anywhere else that's going to be using WhatsApp as a number one messaging platform, then you have the ability to actually engage those folks where they're having their conversations with friends and families every day.
Right.
And the experience is we're using the WhatsApp interface, but there's extra stuff to that. With a web chatbot, we cannot target folks with notifications post that conversation or pre that conversation, and also post. You don't really get notifications through a web chatbot, but through a WhatsApp chatbot, you can actually send out targeted campaigns to start conversations with your WhatsApp chatbot.